Beloved, your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It is the creator of your reality, the architect of your destiny. What you think, you become. What you believe, you attract. And what you feel, you create. Today, I invite you to step into your power and claim the truth. You are not limited by your past, your circumstances, or your fears. You are what you choose to become. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. Every experience, every circumstance, and every outcome in your life begins as a simple thought. The mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant within it will grow. If you fill it with seeds of positivity, self-love, and possibility, you will harvest a life full of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. But if you allow negativity, doubt, and fear to take root, they will choke out the beauty that is meant for you. Many people believe they are at the mercy of life, that circumstances shape them, and that they have no power over what happens. But this is an illusion. The truth is, the way you think about your life determines the way you experience it. Two people can go through the same situation, yet one will see it as an opportunity, while the other sees it as a curse. The difference is in their mindset. Your perception shapes your reality. And that perception is controlled by the thoughts you choose to focus on. Imagine waking up in the morning and thinking, today is going to be a terrible day. What happens next? You step out of bed feeling drained before the day has even begun. You carry the expectation that things will go wrong, and so they do. You spill your coffee, you get stuck in traffic, and every little inconvenience reinforces your belief that the day is indeed terrible. But what if you made a conscious choice to think differently? What if, instead, you woke up and said, today is filled with endless possibilities. Everything is working out in my favor. That one thought has the power to shift your entire energy. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, you begin to notice what's going right. You see small moments of beauty, acts of kindness, and unexpected blessings. Your experience of the day changes simply because your thoughts have changed. This is not magic, it is the natural law of life. Your thoughts send out a vibration, and that vibration attracts similar energy back to you. When you think thoughts of love, success, and gratitude, you naturally attract situations, people, and opportunities that reflect those same energies. Likewise, when you dwell in fear, doubt, and worry, you attract more situations that reinforce those feelings. This is why it is so important to become conscious of the thoughts you allow to circulate in your mind. You are always creating whether you realize it or not. Many of the beliefs you hold were formed in childhood, shaped by the words and actions of those around you. If you were told that you weren't good enough, that money was hard to come by, or that love was difficult, those beliefs may still be running in the background of your mind, influencing your decisions and shaping your life. But the beautiful thing is, beliefs are just thoughts that you have chosen to accept. And what has been learned can also be unlearned. You have the power to rewire your mind, to let go of old limiting beliefs and replace them with new ones that serve your highest good. It begins with awareness. Start paying attention to the way you speak to yourself. What kind of thoughts fill your mind throughout the day? Are they loving, encouraging, and empowering? Or are they filled with self-doubt, criticism, and fear? The moment you become aware of a negative thought, you take away its power. You can then choose to replace it with a new, empowering thought. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be successful," stop and reframe it. Say instead, "I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to." At first, it may feel unnatural, but over time, these new thoughts become ingrained in your subconscious. The more you repeat them, the more they take root, and soon they will become your default way of thinking. Affirmations are a powerful tool in this process. By consistently speaking words of positivity, you begin to reshape your internal dialogue. Say to yourself, "I am worthy of love. I am abundant. I am strong and resilient." Everything is working out for me. These statements, when repeated with conviction, will begin to shift your energy, and as your energy shifts, so will your reality. But it is not enough to just think positively, you must also feel it. Your emotions amplify the power of your thoughts. When you say, I am successful, truly feel what success looks like, sounds like, and feels like in your body. See yourself achieving your goals. Feel the joy and pride that comes with accomplishment. The stronger your emotional connection to your thoughts, the faster they manifest in your life. It is also important to be mindful of the influences around you. Surround yourself with people, environments, and experiences that uplift and inspire you. Negative energy can be contagious, but so can positivity. Choose wisely what you consume, whether it's the news you watch, the conversations you engage in, or the content you follow. Protect your mind like you would protect a sacred space. Each moment is an opportunity to choose the direction of your thoughts. If you find yourself in a pattern of negativity, stop, take a deep breath, and gently shift your focus. Instead of thinking about what is wrong, focus on what is right. Instead of worrying about what you lack, focus on what you already have. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to elevate your thoughts. When you focus on what you appreciate, you open the door for more blessings to flow into your life. You are not powerless. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your life, and that creation begins with your mind. Choose your thoughts wisely. Nurture them with love, and watch as your reality transforms into something greater than you ever imagined. The stories we tell ourselves shape the way we see the world. From the moment we are born, we absorb beliefs, opinions, and experiences that define how we perceive life. Many of these stories are inherited from our parents, our culture, and our past experiences. Some of them uplift us, while others limit us. The problem arises when we hold on to old stories that no longer serve us. Stories of pain, failure, rejection, and self-doubt. These stories can trap us in cycles of frustration, making us believe we are destined to repeat the past. But the truth is, we are not bound by what has been. At any moment, we have the power to release the old and step into a new, empowering narrative. Think about the beliefs you carry about yourself. Do you tell yourself that you are not good enough? That success is for other people but not for you? That love is difficult and painful? These are just stories. Stories that may have been true in the past but do not have to be true now. The only reason they persist is that you continue to believe in them. The mind clings to familiarity, even when that familiarity is painful. If you have always believed that life is a struggle, your mind will look for ways to confirm that belief, filtering out anything that contradicts it. But what if you decided to tell yourself a new story? What if you released the old, outdated narratives and replaced them with thoughts of empowerment and possibility? Releasing old stories requires awareness. You must first recognize the thoughts that are holding you back. Pay attention to the way you speak about yourself. Do you say things like, I always mess things up, or I can never catch a break? These statements may feel like facts, but they are simply patterns of thought that have been repeated so often they seem real. Once you identify these limiting beliefs, you can begin to dismantle them. Ask yourself, is this thought absolutely true? Is there any evidence to the contrary? More often than not, you will realize that your beliefs are not as solid as you once thought. It is also important to recognize where these stories came from. Many of the limiting beliefs we hold were planted in our minds when we were young. If you grew up in an environment where love was conditional, you may have learned to believe that you are unworthy of love unless you prove yourself. If you were constantly criticized, you may have developed a belief that you are not enough. But these beliefs were never yours to begin with. They were passed down from others, people who were carrying their own wounds and fears. You do not have to carry them any longer. One of the most powerful ways to release old stories is through self-forgiveness. Often we hold on to painful narratives because we are punishing ourselves for past mistakes. We replay moments of failure, heartbreak, and regret, as if reliving them will somehow change the outcome. But holding on to guilt and shame only keeps us stuck. Forgiving yourself does not mean condoning past mistakes. It means accepting that you did the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. It means choosing to let go of the past so you can move forward with clarity and grace. Another way to rewrite your story is through affirmations. Your subconscious mind is always listening, absorbing the words you speak and the thoughts you think. If you constantly tell yourself, "I am not good enough," your mind will accept that as truth. But if you start saying, "I am worthy of love and success," your mind will begin to shift. The key is consistency. At first, the new beliefs may feel unnatural, but the more you repeat them, the more they become ingrained. Just as an old belief was formed through repetition, a new belief can take its place in the same way. Visualization is another powerful tool. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living the life you desire. See yourself as confident, successful, and at peace. Feel the emotions of this new reality. The mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. So the more you visualize your desired life, the more your mind will begin to align with it. Releasing old stories is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice. You may find yourself slipping back into old thought patterns, and that is okay. Awareness is the first step. When you catch yourself repeating an old belief, pause and remind yourself that you are no longer that person. You are evolving, growing, and stepping into a new version of yourself. Speak words of love and encouragement to yourself. Say, "I release the past with love. I am free to create a new story." You do not have to be defined by what happened to you. You are not your mistakes, your failures, or the opinions of others. You are a being of infinite possibility, capable of transformation and renewal. The moment you decide to release the old, you make space for the new. You step into a life of freedom, where you are no longer bound by fear or doubt. You are the author of your story, and you can write a new chapter anytime you choose.
The words, "I am," are among the most powerful words you will ever speak. They are not just simple phrases. They are declarations, instructions sent out into the universe, shaping your identity, your experiences, and your future. Whatever follows, "I am," becomes your reality. For your mind, your body, and the energy of life itself responds to the way you define yourself. Many people unknowingly use "I am" in ways that weaken them. They say, "I am not good enough," "I am unlucky," or "I am always struggling." With each repetition, they reinforce these beliefs, making them more deeply ingrained. The subconscious mind does not question whether a statement is true or false. It simply accepts it and begins to create evidence to support it. If you constantly say, "I am broke," your mind will direct your actions and perceptions in a way that maintains that reality. But if you declare, "I am abundant," and say it with conviction, you open yourself to new opportunities, new ideas, and a shift in energy that attracts prosperity. Your words create your identity. When you say, "I am strong," you align yourself with strength. When you say, "I am confident," you begin to carry yourself with confidence. The words you choose become the blueprint for your life. Every time you speak, "I am," followed by something positive, you are planting seeds of self-empowerment. You are training your mind to believe in your greatness, to expect good things, and to seek out possibilities instead of limitations. One of the greatest truths about the power of "I am" is that you do not need to feel the words right away for them to be effective. Some people hesitate to use positive affirmations because they feel like they are lying to themselves. If someone has struggled with self-worth for years, saying, "I am worthy," may feel unnatural at first. But the beauty of the mind is that it can be trained. The more you say something, the more your subconscious begins to accept it as truth. Eventually, what once felt forced becomes your natural state of being. To harness the power of I am, begin by paying attention to how you speak about yourself. Notice the words you habitually use. Do you say things like, I am tired, I am not smart enough, or I am always struggling? If so, shift those statements into something that uplifts you. Instead of, I am tired, try, I am full of energy and strength. Instead of, I am not smart enough, say, I am always learning and growing. Even small changes in language can create massive shifts in your reality. Another way to use I am powerfully is through daily affirmations. Start each morning by declaring who you are and who you are becoming. Say things like, I am worthy of love and happiness. I am attracting success and abundance. I am strong, capable, and resilient. I am a magnet for positivity and joy. Speak these words with conviction. Even if your current reality does not reflect them yet, trust that they are planting new seeds in your mind. Just as a tree does not grow overnight, the transformation of your self-image takes time, but with consistent effort, change is inevitable. Your emotions also play a role in strengthening the power of I am. When you say these words, do not just speak them, feel them. Imagine what it would feel like if your statement were already true. If you affirm, I am successful, feel the excitement of achieving your dreams. If you say, I am healthy and vibrant, visualize yourself full of energy and vitality. Your emotions act as a magnet, drawing experiences that match the vibration of your words. You must also guard your I am statements from external influences. Many people allow the opinions of others to define them. They hear someone say, you're not good enough, and they unconsciously accept it as truth. But no one has the power to label you unless you allow them to. You have the authority to choose your own identity, to decide who you are and who you will become. Never let someone else's perception of you dictate your I am. Another way to reinforce the power of I am is to take aligned action. If you say, I am confident, then carry yourself as a confident person would. Stand tall, speak with assurance, and make decisions from a place of strength. If you affirm, I am abundant, start making choices that reflect an abundant mindset. Be generous, invest in your growth, and expect good things to come your way. Your actions solidify your affirmations, turning them from words into reality. Reprogramming your mind takes time, but it is one of the most rewarding journeys you will ever embark upon. The more you use I am with intention, the more you will see your world shift in miraculous ways. You will notice yourself thinking differently, making better choices, and attracting new opportunities. The negative self-talk that once held you back will fade, replaced by an unshakable belief in yourself. You are not here to live a life of limitation. You are here to create, to grow, and to thrive. You have within you the power to be whoever you choose to be, and it all begins with two simple words: I am. Choose them wisely, speak them boldly, and watch as your life transforms in ways beyond your imagination. Change is a natural part of life, yet so many of us resist it. We cling to the familiar even when it no longer serves us. We hold on to relationships, jobs, habits, and beliefs because they feel safe. But the truth is, nothing in life stays the same. Seasons change, people evolve, and circumstances shift. The more we resist change, the harder life becomes. But when we embrace change with open arms, we open ourselves to growth, new opportunities, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Fear is the biggest obstacle to embracing change. The unknown can feel overwhelming, and our minds often create worst-case scenarios to keep us stuck in place. But what if, instead of fearing change, we saw it as a doorway to something better? What if we trusted that every shift in our lives is guiding us to where we are meant to be? Change is not meant to break you, it is meant to shape you. It is the universe's way of moving you forward, helping you grow into the person you are meant to become. Think back to times in your life when change seemed frightening. Perhaps you lost a job, ended a relationship, or moved to a new city. In the moment, it may have felt like the ground was being pulled from beneath you. But if you look back now, you may see how that change led you to something better. It may have pushed you toward new opportunities, stronger relationships, or a deeper understanding of yourself. Life has a way of rearranging itself in our favor, even when we cannot see it at the time. The key to embracing change is shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing change as something to fear, see it as a chance for renewal. Every change, no matter how difficult, brings with it the possibility of transformation. When something leaves your life, it creates space for something new. When one door closes, another opens. But you must be willing to walk through it. One way to make peace with change is to practice trust. Trust that you are always being guided. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Trust that even the challenges are working for your highest good. When you trust life, you stop resisting. You let go of the need to control every outcome, and instead you flow with the changes, knowing that something beautiful is waiting on the other side. Another powerful way to embrace change is to focus on the present moment. Often we resist change because we are too focused on the past or the future. We long for what once was or worry about what is to come. But life is happening now. The present moment is where your power lies. Instead of getting lost in thoughts of what might happen, bring your awareness to the here and now. Breathe deeply, ground yourself, and remind yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. It is also important to let go of attachment. Many times we suffer because we are holding on too tightly to how we think things should be. We attach ourselves to people, jobs, and situations, believing that they define us. But nothing in life is permanent. People come and go, circumstances shift, and we must learn to adapt. When you release attachment, you free yourself. You allow life to flow naturally without forcing or controlling. And in that space of surrender, you find peace. Change also requires self-reflection. It is an opportunity to ask yourself important questions. What is this change teaching me? How can I grow from this experience? What new possibilities are opening up for me? When you approach change with curiosity rather than fear, you shift from feeling powerless to feeling empowered. You realize that every challenge holds a lesson, and every ending is also a beginning. Affirmations can also help you embrace change with an open heart. Speak words of encouragement to yourself, such as, I trust the process of life. I welcome change with open arms. I am growing, evolving, and becoming my best self. Every change brings new opportunities. I release fear and embrace the unknown with confidence. Your words have power. The more you affirm positive beliefs, the more your mind begins to accept them. And soon, change will no longer feel like something to fear. It will feel like a natural and beautiful part of your journey. Remember, life is not meant to be stagnant. You are not here to remain the same. You are here to grow, to experience, and to evolve. Every change, no matter how unexpected, is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. So instead of resisting, embrace it. Welcome the new with an open heart, trust the path ahead, and know that the best is yet to come.
Life presents us with a choice in every moment, to act from love or to react from fear. Love and fear are the two primary forces that shape our experiences, our relationships, and the way we see the world. Love expands us, empowers us, and connects us to the infinite possibilities of life. Fear, on the other hand, constricts us, holds us back, and keeps us trapped in patterns of doubt and limitation. The choice between love and fear is always ours to make, and the more we choose love, the more we transform our reality into one of peace, joy, and abundance. Fear is deeply ingrained in the human experience. It manifests in countless ways. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. It whispers in our minds, convincing us that we are not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough. It keeps us in jobs that do not fulfill us, relationships that do not serve us, and situations that drain our energy. Fear is the voice that tells us to stay small, to play it safe, to avoid risk. But in reality, fear is an illusion. It is nothing more than a story we tell ourselves, a mental construct that we have the power to dismantle. Love, on the other hand, is our natural state. It is who we truly are, beneath all the layers of doubt and insecurity. Love is expansive, limitless, and freeing. It does not ask us to prove ourselves or to be perfect. It simply invites us to be open, to trust, to give and receive freely. Love allows us to see the beauty in ourselves and in others. It gives us the courage to step into the unknown, knowing that we are supported. When we choose love over fear, we open ourselves to miracles. One of the greatest ways fear controls us is through our thoughts. The mind is constantly generating narratives, and too often those narratives are filled with fear-based thinking. What if I fail? What if they don't like me? What if I lose everything? These thoughts create anxiety and doubt, keeping us stuck in a cycle of worry. But if we shift our thoughts to love, everything changes. Instead of what if I fail, we say, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? Instead of what if they don't like me, we say, I am loved and accepted exactly as I am. The mind believes what we tell it. So when we consistently choose love-based thoughts, our reality begins to reflect that love. Fear often convinces us to hold back from expressing our true selves. It tells us to hide, to shrink, to fit into a mold that is not meant for us. But love urges us to be authentic, to show up fully, to embrace our uniqueness. When we choose love, we stop worrying about what others think. We stop seeking approval and validation outside of ourselves. Instead, we recognize that we are already enough, just as we are. We step into our power, knowing that our worth is not determined by external circumstances, but by the love we carry within. In relationships, fear creates separation. It makes us guarded, suspicious, and hesitant to trust. It tells us that we must protect ourselves from being hurt, that we must build walls around our hearts. But love dissolves those walls. Love says, I see you, I honor you, I trust in the goodness of this connection. Love does not mean being naive or allowing ourselves to be mistreated. It simply means approaching relationships from a place of openness rather than fear. When we choose love, we cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections. We attract people who uplift us, who support our growth, who reflect the love we give out. Choosing love over fear does not mean that fear will disappear completely. Fear will still arise. It is part of being human. But we do not have to let it control us. We can acknowledge its presence without giving it power. We can say, I see you, fear, but I choose love anyway. Every time we do this, we strengthen our ability to live from a place of peace and confidence. One of the most powerful ways to align with love is through daily affirmations. Words shape our reality, so speaking love-based affirmations can shift our energy and our mindset. Some affirmations to help choose love over fear include, I trust that everything is unfolding for my highest good. I release fear and embrace love in all areas of my life. I am safe, supported, and deeply loved. I choose to see every situation through the lens of love. Love flows through me and radiates out into the world. Another way to cultivate love is through gratitude. Fear focuses on what is lacking, what could go wrong, what is missing. Love, however, focuses on what is present, what is beautiful, what is already abundant. When we shift our attention to gratitude, we naturally move away from fear. We begin to see the blessings in our lives, the small miracles that exist in every moment. Gratitude aligns us with love, reminding us that we are already surrounded by goodness. Life will always present challenges, but we have the power to choose how we respond. When faced with difficulty, we can react with fear, closing ourselves off, resisting and struggling against change. Or we can respond with love, trusting, surrendering, and allowing things to unfold as they are meant to. The more we choose love, the more we step into our true power. We become magnets for joy, peace, and abundance. Choosing love over fear is a daily practice. It is a conscious decision we make again and again, moment by moment. But as we do, we transform our lives from the inside out. We begin to live with greater ease, deeper joy, and a profound sense of trust in the universe. So today and every day, make the choice that aligns you with your highest self. Your future is not something that exists in the distant horizon waiting for you to reach it. It is being shaped in this very moment with every thought you think, every decision you make, and every action you take. The power to create the life you desire is not outside of you. It is within you, here and now. You are not bound by your past, and you are not limited by your present circumstances. You have the ability to step into a new reality simply by choosing to do so. Your future begins now. Too often, people believe that change will come someday. They tell themselves, one day I will follow my dreams, or when the time is right, I will start fresh. But the truth is, the perfect moment will never arrive unless you create it. There is no magic day in the future when everything will align perfectly. The only moment you ever truly have is now. The longer you wait, the more life passes you by. But the instant you decide that your future starts today, everything shifts. The universe responds to your clarity, and opportunities begin to unfold before you. One of the biggest obstacles to creating the future you desire is being stuck in the past. It is easy to replay old mistakes, to dwell on past disappointments, or to believe that because things have always been a certain way, they must remain that way. But this is an illusion. The past only has power over you if you continue to carry it with you. The moment you choose to release old stories, to forgive yourself and others, and to let go of limiting beliefs, you free yourself to create something new. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the things that happened to you. You are infinite potential, and your future is whatever you decide it will be. The thoughts you think today are shaping your tomorrow. If you fill your mind with doubt, worry, and fear, you will create a future that reflects those emotions. But if you choose thoughts of possibility, courage, and faith, you will build a future that is bright and fulfilling. Every time you catch yourself thinking in a way that does not serve you, gently redirect your thoughts. Instead of saying, I am stuck, say, I am creating new opportunities. Instead of saying, I will never change, say, I am growing and evolving every day. The words you speak to yourself become the foundation of your reality, so choose them wisely. Taking action is a crucial part of stepping into your future. Dreams do not manifest through wishful thinking alone. They require movement. Even the smallest steps can create momentum. If you have been waiting for the right time to start a new project, pursue a passion, or make a life change, let this be your sign that the time is now. Do not wait for confidence to come before you take action. Confidence is built through action. Every step you take reinforces your belief in yourself. And with each step, your future begins to unfold in new and exciting ways. Fear often tries to hold us back when we attempt to create a new future. It whispers, "What if you fail?" Or "What if things don't work out?" But fear is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. Instead of letting fear control you, acknowledge it, but do not let it make your decisions. Replace fear with trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust that the universe is guiding you towards something greater. One of the most powerful tools for shaping your future is visualization. Take time each day to close your eyes and imagine the life you desire. See it clearly, feel it deeply, and believe that it is already yours. The more vividly you envision your future, the more aligned you become with it. Visualization programs your mind to recognize opportunities, take inspired action, and attract the right people and circumstances into your life. Gratitude is another key to stepping into your future. When you appreciate what you have, you create an energy of abundance that attracts more blessings. Instead of focusing on what is missing, focus on what is present. Celebrate small victories, acknowledge your progress, and be thankful for the journey. Gratitude raises your vibration, making it easier to manifest the future you desire. The truth is, your future is not written in stone. It is being created moment by moment, choice by choice. You are the author of your story, and you have the power to turn the page and begin a new chapter whenever you choose. No matter where you have been, no matter what has happened before, you can decide right now to move forward with intention, clarity, and purpose. So ask yourself, what kind of future do you want to create? Who do you want to become? What do you need to release in order to step fully into your power? The answers to these questions will guide you toward your next steps. The time to act is now. The time to believe in yourself is now. The time to step into your highest potential is now. Your future does not begin someday. It begins today, in this moment, with the choices you make and the energy you carry. Open your heart, trust in your own strength, and take the first step toward the life you are meant to live. Your future begins now.